Hello guys, welcome back. Board Bob here. Alright, so, like I said, I was probably going to move things around, and that is what I did. I pulled all my factory stuff out of here. I started a big ass smelting area here. We're just going to use this to once all the materials are gone from here, we're going to start shipping our stuff into here, and this will be our smelting. And then everything is moved down here. So let me show you what we got. Basically, I have 4 smelters making iron plates, 3 making copper plates. One of the ones that's making iron plates is then feeding in to make steel plates. So I actually have 3, 3, and 1. If you know, if you want to really look at it. Bringing my stone down. So this is the start of our main bus. We did have some cliffs here that we kind of have to avoid. You know, in the water. So we dog-legged around that, and we're going to go straight out from here and then probably straight up next. Or maybe down. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. But there's our lines. We got 4. We're only doing 3 smelters right now. So I put a balancer in to bust it out to 4 lines. Seems to be working okay for the demand that we have. We're going to have to come up with some more resources, obviously, as we get further along into this. But I went down, I made blueprints for all of my builds that I had already made. There is some coal down here, and we're using that for some of our builds, grenades and whatnot. So then everything else is been organized right along the bus. We're doing groups of 4 with gaps of 4. I know that's going to get really wide as we go along, but for now it works. If there's things that we no longer need on the bus, we can truncate those parts of the bus and what have you, but we'll see. But it's a lot more linear now. It's a lot more organized. Of course, the first things we're making copper cables and gears, and we can expand that. We got plenty of room to expand it, and then we're making motors, because those are the 3 things that kind of everything is kind of sort of based on. Up here we're making our repair kits and our bots. So then we go into making our belts and our inserters, which we need a lot of. We're making our pipes, we're making our drills, and then we get up into making our science. And up here, we're making our grenades, we're making our walls, and we're making our bricks, because we need a lot of bricks. And then we're making our ammo, green circuits. We can expand this more. And then we're making our military science. So there's all of our sciences going into our lab. We don't have blue science yet. We have the ability to make blue science, but we do not have we're not making it yet. So while all of this was going on, of course, you know, because we're doing some pretty heavy smelting up here, the cloud has kind of expanded, and we've got some biters that have moved back into the area, and they are really kind of doing a number up here. They're hitting us on a regular basis. So we're going to go up, and we're going to take care of this guy. We're going to take care of this guy. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to take care of these guys here, and get them out of our way. Possibly come down here and deal with this guy as well, just to get them done. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going on a bug hunt. So I have a bunch of ammo, a bunch of turrets, a bunch of walls. These I just happened to pick up on the way, so that's why I have them there. The car, we'll see whether we need the car or not. But for right now, we're just going to do this by hand, just like we've been doing. Crap, the one thing we did not grab, and we're not going to go down here and grab another one. We'll just make one, and we'll delete the one we have. There's actually a cliff here that we got to get around. There's the edge of it. It's a fairly long cliff. It kind of helps in some ways. It funnels things a little bit. See, there you go. We're getting hit again, and the biters are getting bigger. So we need to start dealing with them. Uh-oh. We have company. Let's get out of these guys' way and let them go down and do their thing. Although now they're going to want to come after us. Oh well. Fine. We'll bring them down here. There we go. I was just trying to get into an open space. Oh, and we also had... Oh, and that was another thing while we're here. I had 2 meteors hit me right here and like right here. So they took out my power lines, so I added some extra power lines to go around to kind of connect everything. We've got some more connections down here we got to make, but we're doing okay. All right, so let's just go ahead and do this real quick. We're just going to make us a blueprint. And we'll delete one or the other of them later. And a whole lot faster now that we have the steel pick. What can we get rid of to make ourselves room? Well, you know what? We're just gonna put these down. There we go. There we go. We'll just put them down. We're going to put that in these just to get it out of our hand. Because we're not using the pistol anyway, but we'll put that in there. That frees us up a slot if we run into anything that we really need. So put our blueprints down there. Guns, ammo, blueprints, healing. Alright. It is nighttime again, I know. Well, by the time we get up here, hopefully it will have lightened back up. You know what? You bugging me. Go away. I don't like the little red dot there. It makes me think there's some biters there. So there they are. We're going to go ahead and get set up. I'm going to put that there. 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 And right there. And we're going to do our handy little trick of getting them set up and then turning them on. Go. So much nicer. So we lost one. I can live with losing one. to get rid of that nest. Yeah, so we lost, what, one pile or whatever between firing and the loss of that turret. That's not so bad. So the next one is up here. Let's head on up. And we're basically just looking at getting these guys out of our pollution cloud. We're not looking to clear the entire map. Turn that off. Anything up here that's worth salvaging right now? The fish. Walls, we're making a ton of walls. Maybe we'll grab the tanks. Guess we really didn't need to grab the chest. There we go. Alright, so that's the top of our cloud there. We should be okay for a while. Now we need to come over here and get these guys. Yeah, alright. So let's go on down here. Try not to run into too much on the way down. Like rocks. Come on, go through the tree. There we go. Alright. Pick the car up. Might as well fix the damage while we're here. There we go. Alright. Sit them there so we remember to get them later. And one of the things we will have to do at some point is we're going to have to go back around these walls and we're going to have to do an inspection and make sure what's damaged, what's not damaged, etc. But for right now, we just want these guys out of our way. The question is, yeah, I think we can go after this one first and then these two. Because I'd rather not have them in behind me. Alright, so what do we got? We got a bunch of worms. But it looks like it's more clear from the bottom. So we'll start down here. And walk our way up. It's probably farther away than we need to be, but we'll make it happen. Pick these ones up. We don't need them. We got a little low, a little out of hand on putting these in, I guess. Since we have some big biters, can't hurt, I suppose. We want it on the fun too. We're still doing pretty good. Where you at? There, I see you. All right. Right? Alright. Here. This one's going to be a little bit of a pain because it's, well, could do it from this side. Yeah, we can do it from this side. Very nice, very nice. And we got big uns now. We got mediums and big uns and small ones. So they've been evolving. One nest right there. We're going to go ahead and take care of it. And we got this big biter here. Oh, he's going to run back up to the nest. Okay, good. Them big ones are no joke, man. Alright, where is he? Right there. Around the cliff. Because if we leave him alone, he's just going to grow. Helps to turn on our guys, doesn't it? All right, what do we got? So there's that. We're going to go down here. Maybe we'll grab this one while we're at it, since it's close by. Let's get around this cliff. Alright. Where's our car? There's our car. In case we run into anybody, I guess we should put ammo in it. There it is. Come at it from below. I'm not a touch typer. Something I find when you're trying to pick stuff up and it's in a line like that, if you move while you're picking it up, I don't know why, but it seems to make it pick up faster. I don't know whether it's just my imagination or whether it's true, but it seems to work. Alright, this one's going to be interesting because there's a lot of rocks around. I think we're going to forgo the walls. I think we're just going to try and get in here and bag these guys as quickly and efficiently as we can. And I was going to say, while hopefully not stepping on any landmines, but I think we stepped on a land. Either we hit a landmine or the biter hit a landmine. So we took a lot of damage, but we survived it. So, yay us. Up those walls while we're here. Those were just burner miners before, weren't they? Yeah, we really don't need them, I guess. But now that we've put it down, we can't, or picked it up, we can't put it down. That sucks. Well, we can put, no, because we still can't put it, oh well. Screw it. Alright, where are we at? So far, that's not a problem because it's far enough out of our cloud. These guys might be a problem. But I don't think so. We got trees here, I think, is what's blocking our cloud. So we're not going to go after them right now. I think that does it for bug hunt. I think we are good. And we're not that far away from our base. So we're just going to wander down here. We'll grab some fish. Oh no, we can't grab any fish. Yes, we can grab some fish. We can just grab one pile though. Or we can finish out the pile we have. Alright. 65, 70. Can't reach him. Alright, let's go down here and put him in our chest. So, the next thing we need is we need blue science. Once we have blue science going, we've pretty much got all the science we're going to need to get a rocket in the air. I'm pretty sure. I don't think you need the other science to get you into space. You just need it. Where did I put the stupid thing? I need to mark these somehow. Oh, there it is. I just moved them all, so I don't have them memorized yet. There we go. Alright, so let's go down here. The other thing I did is I organized my crap. I got this all organized for the most part. No spaces. Okay. We can put it in there for now. Carry one with us in case. Get rid of these. Put this in the crate for our plastic. So the next thing we need, like I say, is blue science, because blue science should get us just about everything else we need. So what do we need for blue science? Well, we need engine units, sulfur, and advanced circuits. So let's look at engine units. Engine units, we're making everything we need. The only thing we don't have on the bus is pipe. But we can make pipe right on site because we have plates. We'll just make pipe at the same time. So it looks like 2 gears, 2 pipe, 1 motor, and 2 steel plate. So let's go over here. Oops. I guess it would help to grab some factories. And probably help to have some belts and some inserters and some telephone poles, and yeah. We just went totally unprepared at that, didn't we? Alright, so we want some belts. Want some more belts, underground splitters, inserters, telephone poles. Probably some chests and some factories. And we're still just going to use the assembler ones. We're not making assembler 2s yet, so we're just going to use the assembler ones for now. Again, there's that word. I think that is all the inserters we have for right now, but that's okay, because now we're making them. So let's grab a stack of inserters. Let's grab a stack of long-handed inserters. Let's go over here and build ourselves an engine factory. So an engine factory is going to require gears, going to require regular motors. It's going to require pipes. and it's going to require steel. Right? And since we're going to make pipes on site, and it requires how many pipes? 2 pipes per. So it's every 5 seconds. That's every 10 seconds. So every time this makes 2, this will make 1. So we really only need just the 1 for each one. Now, 2 engines to make 2 science packs. We want to run 4 factories, so we need to run, and they're 24, so they will produce twice for every time. These will produce twice for every time we produce 1. So we need 2 of these to run. No, 1 of these to run each one, right? If that takes 2, and they're going to produce 2 every time, so 2, so we need 1 per factory. So 1 per. This will produce 2 to this one's 1. This will produce 2 to this one's 1. So that's a good ratio right there. And then we need software. We'll just truck in. Advanced circuits, we need 3 of them. So advanced circuits is copper, electric, and plastic. And it makes 1 every 6 seconds. So that needs what? It needs green circuits, which we have on the bus. And it needs plastic and copper cable. So it needs a green line coming in, it needs a copper line coming in, and plastic bars we're going to have to get from our our refinery. And we don't have this set up yet. Oop, while we're down here, let's grab some sulfur because we're going to need that for the other. Just to represent, we just want 1. So that's going to make bars. So that we need plastic, right? And then this, we also need to input sulfur. All right. So we want 4 of these total. This is what we want, and we want 4 of them total. So, this will make 1 every 6 seconds, and we need 3 says that 6, 12, 18. So one of these should do enough for one of these. And then this should do enough for one of these. And then we just need to bring in all of the stuff to it. So if we offset that, right? That's blue. That's red. Green circuit. Copper cable. Plastic. These are really all three different things. So if we just did this 3 times, because we're going to have to hand jam a couple of these anyway. We're going to have to hand jam these two until such a time as we get that going. So what if we do that? Is there a way to bring them up? I guess we could bring those up as 2 belts. So if we brought this as, and I misplaced that one. Did I? No, I didn't. It was in the right place. So if we came in with 2 belts, 1, 2, and on this belt, we did it half iron. Guess say half steel plates, and then this other one we did gears and motors. Gears, motors. That would give us all of that. So we could do 2 there and 2 there on this side. So if we did that and that, and then we did the same on this side. Right? And then that would give us engines, pipes, red circuits, And then we could theoretically do that. It ain't gonna be fast. But it'll work. Oh, actually it would be because it's the opposite side. There. Right? So then we would have to bring in how would we route those? You know what? Maybe half and half. Would be one of those and one of those, half and half. We'd still have to crate in. For now, we'd have to crate in plastic. But it would get us started. Actually put more than one inserter there. And that would be and I suppose we could set these up so that it fed all four of them from one chest, and we just fill one chest. we go. So how's that look? And that would give us our plastic. Right? I think so. This would give us our pipe into our engine. Our engine would take that, and that would give us that. That would give us that. So the only thing we would have to hand jam over here would be our plastic and our sulfur until we got them run over here once we got our plant situated. So, let's blueprint that. And this is going to be blue science. And it's going to be 0.5 iron gear cap lock. .5 motor. .5 iron plate. .5 steel plate. .5 and 0.5 copper cable. And then we would need sulfur and plastic. Okay. Great blueprint. We'll worry about the power poles after. And if we find that we're bottlenecking on any particular material, we can always bring that over as a single line all of its own. Now, we put it on that side or this side, and I think because of the fact that our refinery is going to be on this side, and we need two things off of the refinery, I think we're going to put it on this side, and we're just going to use the refinery to supply it. You know what? Let's get these trees out of our way. It's a waste of nanobots, but we're making them now. So it's worth it for me time-wise to just go ahead and let them do it. Alright, that's it. So we want it far enough back that it's not going to interfere with our next set of stuff, and we have the room, so we will go ahead and let it have it. All right. So the first thing we want is we're going to want iron and steel plates. Half and half, iron and steel. So let's extend our bus. I suppose I could blueprint that, but the question becomes why. We don't do it often enough to make it worthwhile. It will be nice to have logistics. When we get that far and they can just bring us the crap we want, that will be nice. There we go. Pretty rainbow. Sort of. Alright. So we want plates. Iron plates. Right? And we want... Alright. So let's do this. Can we... that. Right? Yeah, there we go. There's our iron plates and our steel plates. Next item. Is motors and gears. Right? So motors and gears. So if we bring up and we learned this the hard way, that we cannot filter this splitter, because if we filter that splitter, it stops the other from going down there. So we're going to filter this splitter, And we're going to filter it right. Motors. And then this is going to need green circuits and copper. And we're going to do half and half on each of these. So if that comes there, we're just going to use this as a placeholder, because I know when I walk on that it's going to shift me a little bit. So if we come up on this side of it, right, that gives us our green circuits, and then we want to go one back from it and 4. There we go. That wants to come up there, so we want to split it there. Oops, we don't want one there, we want one on everything but that one. And that'll give us that. Oops. That gives us it there. And now we just need it here. Bring it off of there, so we want one back from that. Okay, so this one's going to be here, here. See, this is where it's weird. We got an extra somewhere. We end up with one underground again. I don't know how that happens. I try to pay attention. I grab those. How are we doing on splitters? We're okay on splitters. But every once in a while I seem to lose one. don't know why. Alright. That should give us that side. And then back up by one. Oops. That should give us all of it. That should give us everything with the exception of the stuff we've got to bring over from the refinery. And then we go back up here. And we take it to our lab. A little bit long on this one, but we're going to get this finished. And that's going to come into there. Because that will feed the other side of that belt. Now, one there, one there, one there, one there. One there, one there, one there. There, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Right, that should be everybody. That is everybody. Lottie-dottie, everybody. So now we need a bunch of plastic and a bunch of sulfur. So let us get down here, empty everything out that we don't need. This is how we get messy, but oops. Alright. And then we'll grab the plastic. Grab the sulfur we can. I'm going to turn these off real quick. Half our plastic, the other half our plastic, and then we're going to take half of it back and put it in there. And we're going to take half of this back and put it in there. I guess we can turn those on now. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Turn those off. Half our sulfur. Quarter of our sulfur. Quarter of our sulfur. Half our sulfur. Half our sulfur. So now let's see what we got going here. So it's not going to be waiting on these guys. We're just waiting on this to process. So it's just going to be the blue science that's slow. But it'll catch itself up. But we're making blue science now, guys. That was the goal. Alright, so there we go. We got our blue science made. That's going to come up, and that should go on the belt with the black science. Make sure. Boom. And that'll go into our loop. And then our labs will start seeing that. Of course, the first one's going to get half caught up in the... Alright, so there we go. Our labs are going to start seeing our blue science. So, technology. Yes. Oh, we've got a couple more blacks that we can do here, huh? We should have had them going. Okay, well, now we have them. Alright, so... lubricant's going to give us a bunch of cool stuff, but this is going to give us even cooler. We're going to start with lasers, and then we're going to get lasers, because we want our laser turrets. It's going to take a while to get them, but once we got them, we'll be happy. Then we're going to get our electrical distribution. We're going to get our substations. It's going to take a while for us to get to robots. Let's start doing uranium processing so that we can start gathering uranium if we can find it. And then we'll do lubricants. That's going to get us started on our blue science, guys. So there it is. We are balling now. And if it really comes to it, we can put in a second one of these. Next episode, we expand our petroleum production, because that's what we really kind of need to get our stuff going. We got to bring some coal down here. We got to expand this production so that we can start making more sulfur and more plastic. So there it is, guys. All right, you guys have a good day. Take care. Talk to you later.